right, time now to hit the hardwood. We've got our guy, the W Whisperer, Calvin Wetzel. He has been very sharp, especially with the Valkyries, which I like because I'm a Bay Area gal. Unfortunately, they're not playing tonight. We'll get into your best bets, Calvin. But first up, got to get your take on the Fever winning the Commissioner's Cup without Caitlin Clark. Was that impressive to you?
I was very impressed. And listen, this just shows, I think, what a lot of people have been saying about this Fever team this season. This is not a one-player show. They have firepower around Caitlin Clark. Aaliyah Boston, the number one pick the year before Caitlin, two-time All-Star starter. Kelsey Mitchell, quietly one of the best shooters in WNBA history, approaching 600 career threes made. Sydney Colson has championship experience. When Chelsea Gray got hurt for the Aces, Colson had to step up in that finals, and so she has a ring. Erin McDonald has been a huge signing for them, and of course, Natasha Howard, the Commissioner's Cup MVP, looked vintage in that game. So if this is what this team can be without Caitlin Clark on the road at the best team, Minnesota Lynx, watch out with the rest of the league when she comes back.
Yeah, and I saw all those locker room shots later when they were celebrating. She might not have played, but I think she celebrated with the best of them. She was having a good old time, well earned by everyone on the Fever, including Caitlin Clark. But there was some big news that also came down in the W. Cleveland, Philly, and Detroit are all set to get expansion teams by 2030. One of Caitlin Clark's teammates had some questionable things to say. I think a lot of people were upset. I'm not sure she meant it exactly like that, but there is some concern about expanding too fast. But we do see that the most recent expansion team, which is the Valkyries, doing really well, already the most profitable team in the WNBA. What are your thoughts on this?
Well, as a Midwesterner, I'm amped for all these new cities. Detroit is a fun city. Cleveland maybe gets a bad rap, but I've enjoyed my time there. The 2024 College Women's Final Four was there when Caitlin Clark was a senior, and they did an incredible job with that. And of course, both these cities have history in the league. Detroit Shock, Cleveland Rockers. The Shock still have the single game attendance record in the league, by the way. And then you talk about Philly, a lot of ties to women's hoops in that city. When you look at some of the names who are from there, Natasha Cloud, Kalia Copper, and of course the legendary Dawn Staley from Philly as well. So you mentioned it. Look at what the Valkyries have been able to do as an expansion team, kind of setting the bar. You said it to me off air. Not everyone can be the Bay Area. So I don't know if all of these teams are necessarily going to live up to this on the court or in terms of the energy and the vibes and all of the sellouts. But it'll be really exciting to see Portland and Toronto, of course, next year, and then these three new teams just announced joining the league later on in a few years.